Hi, Dad.
Hey, sweetheart. Come in. How are you this morning?
I'm okay. Here's some sketches I've been working on.
At home?
Yes.
So that is why you haven't been coming in.
Well, I just seem to get more work done at the apartment these days.
Because of Clark? I mean, the fact that he's here every day?
It's a lot of things, Dad. I'm just more productive at home.
Sweetheart, you know that if you ever needed me for anything, I mean, anything at all.
I'm fine, Dad.
All right, good. Well, in that case, I owe you an apology.
For what?
For your mother. The way she treated you last night. Chris, I really don't know what's gotten into her these days.
Oh, Stephanie, sorry. I didn't realize you were in here. I just came to get my sunglasses.
I just realized you didn't stay here last night. Where did you go? To your family's home in the valley?
Yes, I slept there.
Oh, so you had a chance to visit with Donna.
Well, I thought since Ridge was out of town that I would visit my sister, yes.
That's nice. Get all the info on the date with Thorne.
Sounds like they had a wonderful time.
Staying over there tonight?
I hadn't counted on it.
2 nights in a row, that set a pattern. One I certainly could learn to like.
I really do hate this.
Do you really? So do I.
Stephanie, have you ever considered what would happen if I moved out of this house?
Yes, we would both be better off.
You honestly believe you'd be better off?
I know I would.
Well, at least it would make Ridge's decision a lot easier. Choosing between Caroline and me. I thought that you would have chosen a side at this point.
Oh, I have. I don't want him to marry either one of you.
Well, that's not what Ridge thinks. I mean, he is going to choose one of us. And you better hope and pray it's not going to be Caroline. She's the threat to this family, Stephanie, not me.
Why do you say that?
Because of Thorne, of course.
What do you know about Thorne?
I know how much he still loves her, what she means to him, and how he would react if he were to suddenly find out that his brother was going to marry her. That would be very unpleasant for all of us.
Us? Us? Don't include yourself in this discussion as though you're a member of my family.
I really do think that you're going to include me as a member of this family very soon. Because if I don't live here in this house, Caroline will. And quite honestly, I don't know how Thorne will handle that. Do you, Stephanie? Wouldn't it be something, Stephanie, if I were to end up being your daughter-in-law? And with this face, it could happen. It truly could. Hi.
Hi.
You're early.
I guess I couldn't wait
For what?
for what I was going to do at dinner tonight.
You don't have to wait if you don't want to.
I don't want to wait. I've waited long enough, Devaney. I can't get over how beautiful you are.
I have you to thank for it, Thorne.
And I have God to thank for the surgery that gave you back your beautiful face.
I'll never forget what you've done for me.
It's because I'm not going to let you forget, Devaney. That's why I had to come here before tonight. I had to ask you. I had to ask you now. You and I have been through so much, and it's only fair and right that you and I spend the rest of our lives together.
Thorne, what are you saying?
I want you to be my wife, Devaney. I want you to marry me. Will you marry me? Please say yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Thorne, I will marry you. Who is it?
Me, Devaney Thorne.
Just a minute.
I hope this wasn't too much of an inconvenience.
No, Stephanie, I was leaving the office anyway.
I appreciate you coming over, Caroline. Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you. I'm curious as to why you wanted to see me.
Well, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm very concerned about my son. I realize he's a grown man, but honestly, I think a very sensitive person would empathize with my feelings about this.
We're talking about Thorne,
Well, of course.
and your concern is?
I know that Ridge is going to make a decision between you and Brooke.
Yes, that's true, he is.
And naturally, you're hoping it's you.
Of course.
That's my concern.
Well, Stephanie, like you said, Thorne is a grown man.
Caroline, come on. If this was a normal situation, if there'd never been a sexual indiscretion between you and Ridge while you were married to Thorne, if that had never even happened, don't you really think it's asking too much of Thorne so quickly after a divorce that you would get together with his brother?
So you want me to stay away from Ridge forever? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think for a very long time. I think that's just the way it has to be. Caroline, both of my sons are in love with you. I think that's a real threat to my family. Surely you can see that.
You're apologizing for Mother?
Yes. For what she said to you last night.
Oh, you mean when she came over to my place? And thought there was someone in the bedroom?
Yes, and of course there wasn't. Sweetheart, I just don't know what to make of her. I mean, she's more suspicious every day. Just forgive her. She just isn't herself.
Dad, I wouldn't worry about Mother.
Sweetheart, what I worry about is that if she keeps going on like this, that she's going to alienate you. Now, I don't want that to happen.
It won't happen.
I wish I could be sure of that.
Dad, it was no big deal. Really.
What, for her to accuse you of hiding a man in your bedroom?
Well, I was acting kind of strangely.
You were? Or are you just trying to let your mother off the hook?
No, I was out of it.
Why, sweetheart?
It's nothing, Dad. Mother and I are fine. Now, will you please get back to work and look at my drawings? I'll be in my office.
Wait. I thought fathers were supposed to dote on their daughters, not the other way around.
Your turn next time.
All right.
Dad, what's this?
Oh, it's a portfolio submission. We're going to hire another in-house photographer.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Why don't you look at this stuff and let me know what you think?
Great. Dad, have you heard of a photographer named Mick Savage?
Well, sure. That's right. He's out of New York, but he has been working on the West Coast.
He's terrific, Dad. If we could get him.
Look, why don't you make it your business to find out today how we can get in touch with this guy?
Great. I'll see what I can do. Don't hire anyone yet.
So, how are things with you?
A lot better now that I found that picture.
This is so exciting. I am so thrilled for you. Come on, let's see it.
I'm a little embarrassed
Why?
because of the way I look now. It's so different. I used to be kind of pretty.
And you will be again. Now, that doctor said he can make you look the way you looked in the picture. He was very confident of that.
I hope so. God. To be myself again.
You just have to have faith. Now, come on.
What do you think?
You're right. You were beautiful. Very beautiful.
Maybe I'm asking too much.
No, Devaney. That surgeon would not lead us on. Now, he said he could make you the way you used to look, and he meant it. Devaney, you were stunning.
Now you know why I destroyed all my pictures after the accident.
You are one very courageous woman, Devaney. You are an inspiration. I mean that.
Thank you, Thorne. Do you have to run?
Actually, I do. Why?
Well, I thought maybe we could have lunch together.
I'm sorry. There's someone I have to see another time.
Sure.
And sometime, why don't you come over for dinner some night? With the family. It would be great. And actually, we'll talk about this later, because I know you're not that comfortable with people. I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Someone he has to see. Who could that be? Probably business. But what if it's not? I have to know.
No, I can't. I cannot see how I'm threatening your family.
You must be joking. How many times have we had this conversation?
And Stefan, every time your concerns about Thorne are totally out of proportion to his state of mind. That Thorne is already going out, which is more than I can say. It's hardly been a month and he's already dating. So don't try to tell me that Thorne is devastated, because he's not. Quite frankly, he's recovering from our breakup better than I am.
Thorne, what a nice surprise.
Well, I'm glad I caught you in.
Well, today is my late day. Classes don't start until noon.
Well, lucky you.
Yeah, lucky me. So you're out and about early.
Well, I had to go stop by at Devaney's, and I thought I'd shoot by here.
Devaney. Now, isn't that the woman who was in the accident?
Yes. Oh, you are not going to believe what this woman looked like before the accident.
I thought she didn't have any photos of herself.
Well, she just found one. That's what I stopped by to pick up.
Wow. She was beautiful.
Makes it all the more tragic, doesn't it?
She could have been a model.
Can you imagine, Donna, what it was like for this woman, waking up in the hospital knowing that she had been permanently disfigured?
Thorne, did you say that this picture was taken before the accident?
Yes.
Well, that's really strange because look at the processing date on the back of the photograph.
This is yesterday.
Well, you've done it, haven't you? You've sold yourself a bill of goods, lock, stock, and barrel.
Stephanie, please don't do this to me again.
He is dating, but it isn't anything serious.
At least he's trying.
You're grasping at straws, Caroline. He's dating because he's trying to get over you. Believe me when I tell you it isn't working.
How do you know that?
Because I've talked to him. He's told me the effect it'll have on him if you become involved with Ridge. He spelled it out.
What exactly did he say to you?
He will not be able to handle it.
Well, that just puts my whole life on hold, doesn't it, Stephanie?
Only if it involves Ridge.
Ridge is the only man that I want.
Honey, it's going to have to change.
It's not going to just change.
You've got to consider Thorne. You've got to think about him.
I have been thinking about him for the past year. Now I finally have to think about myself.
Damn it! You are not the only person involved in this.
All right, listen to me, Stephanie. Now, I am not going to take the entire burden for this situation. Thorne is not some innocent victim here. Do you remember the love letter that Ridge wrote to me? The one that Brooke intercepted? Who do you think encouraged her to do that? It was Thorne. That letter would have changed everything if I had gotten it before the morning I was supposed to marry Thorne, but I didn't. Now, Stephanie, if Ridge wants me, if he chooses me over Brooke, then he's going to have me, and he's going to have all of me. And we're not going to wait, not for you, not for Thorne, not for anybody. We will be married immediately.